All right, I am going to keep reading all of the scriptures that have the word love in the whole entire Bible. So I just finished this one. We're moving on to the third section. So we're still in the book of Isaiah. Okay, I'm uploading the video I just made. That was like 22 minutes, so that's why it's taking a minute. Isaiah 61:8. For I, the Lord, love judgment. I hate robbery for burnt offering, and I will direct their work in truth, and I will make an everlasting covenant with them. Isaiah 63:9. In all their affliction he was afflicted, and the angel of his presence saved them. In his love and in his pity he redeemed them, and he bare them and carried them all the days of old. Isaiah 66:10. Rejoice ye with Jerusalem, and be glad with her, all ye that love her. Rejoice for joy with her, all ye that mourn for her. Jeremiah 2:2. Go and cry in the ears of Jerusalem, saying, Thus saith the Lord, I remember thee, the kindness of thy youth, the love of thine espousals, when thou wentest after me in the wilderness, in a land that was not sown. Jeremiah 2:33. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways. Jeremiah 5:31. The prophets prophesy falsely, and the priests bear rule by their means. And my people love to have it so. And what will ye do in the end thereof? Jeremiah 31:3. The Lord hath appeared of old unto me, saying, Yea, I have loved thee with an everlasting love. Therefore, with loving kindness have I drawn thee. Ezekiel 16:8. Now, when I passed by thee and looked upon thee, behold, thy time was the time of love. And I spread my skirt over thee, and covered thy nakedness. Yeah, I swear unto thee, and entered into a covenant with thee, saith the Lord God, and thou becamest mine. Ezekiel 23:11. And when her sister, Aholibah, saw this, she was more corrupt in her inordinate love than she, and in her whoredoms more than her sister in her whoredoms. Ezekiel 23:17. And the Babylonians came to her into the bed of love, and they defiled her with their whoredom. And she was polluted with them, and her mind was alienated from them. Ezekiel 33:31. As they came unto thee, as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and hear thy words, but they will not do them. For with their mouth they shew much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness. Daniel 1:9. Now God had brought Daniel into favor and tender love with the prince of the eunuchs. Daniel 9:4. And I prayed unto the Lord my God, and made my confession, and said, O Lord, the great and dreadful God, keeping the covenant and mercy to them that love him, and to them that keep his commandments. Hosea 3:1. Then the Lord said unto me, Go yet, love a woman, beloved of her friend, yet an adulteress, according to the love of the Lord toward the children of Israel, who look to other gods and love flagons and wine. Hosea 4:18. Their drink is sour. They have committed whoredom continually. Her rulers with shame do love. Give ye. Hosea 9:15. All their wickedness is in Gilgal, for there I hated them. For the wickedness of their doings I will drive them out of mine house. I will love them no more. All their princes are revolters. Hosea 11:4. I drew them with cords of a man, with bands of love, and I was to them as they that take off the yoke on their jaws, and I laid meat unto them. Hosea 14:4. I will heal their backsliding. I will love them freely, for mine anger is turned away from him. Amos 5:15. Hate the evil and love the good, and establish judgment in the gate. It may be that the Lord God of hosts will be gracious unto the remnant of Joseph. Micah 3:2. Who hate the good and love the evil, who pluck off their skin from off them, and their flesh from off their bones. Micah 6:8. He hath shewed thee, O man, what is good, and what doth the Lord require of thee, but to do justly, and to love mercy, and to walk humbly with God. Zephaniah 3:17. The Lord thy God in the midst of thee is mighty. He will save. He will rejoice over thee with joy. He will rest in his love. He will joy over thee with singing. Zechariah 8:17. And let none of you imagine evil in your hearts against his neighbor, and love no false oath, for all these are things that I hate, saith the Lord. Zechariah 8:19. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the fast of the 4th month, and the fast of the 5th, and the fast of the 7th, and the fast of the 10th, shall be to the house of Judah joy and gladness, and cheerful feasts. Therefore, love the truth and peace. Okay, I'm also going to just screenshot that for some further study, meditation, contemplation, prayer, all that. Wow, now we're into the New Testament. So that is the last verse in the Bible, in the Old Testament of the Bible, that has the word love in it. Zechariah 8:19. Okay, that's one of the ones I have to study, but there's more. All right, New Testament, Matthew 5:43. Ye have heard that it hath been said, Thou shalt love thy neighbor and hate thine enemy. But I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you. Matthew 5:46. And that's obviously 2 verses, but it's right next to each other. I guess this one's not. This is missing one in between. Okay. Matthew 5:46. For if ye love them which love you, what reward have ye? Do not even the publicans the same? Matthew 6:5. And when thou prayest, thou shalt not be as the hypocrites are, for they love to pray, standing in the synagogues and in the corners of the streets, that they may be seen of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. Matthew 6:24. No man can serve 2 masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve God and mammon. Matthew 19:19. Honor thy father and thy mother, and thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Matthew 22:37. Jesus said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. Matthew 22:39. And the second is like unto it, Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Matthew 23:6. And love the uppermost rooms at feasts, and the chief seats in the synagogues. He's talking about the Pharisees. Matthew 24:12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. I think he's talking about the end times in that verse. Mark 12:30. And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind, and with all thy strength. This is the first commandment. Mark 12:31. And the second is like, namely this, Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. There is none other commandment greater than these. Mark 12:33. And to love him with all the heart, and with all the understanding, and with all the soul, and with all the strength, and to love his neighbor as himself is more than all whole burnt offerings and sacrifices. I'm going to pause that.